Alright everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, a straight up energy reading. This is it's a partial solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Aries. All sounds very powerful, doesn't it? Solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. Well, it is. But it's one energy of several that are sort of adding together. Okay? This is and I'm not going to discount this eclipse a little bit. Solar eclipses to me are always pretty cool. New moons to me are always pretty cool. It's a well, you'll probably hear all over the place. It's sort of some sort of personal reboot or something along those lines. It's actually, according to my pre-shuffle, it is a bit rebooty. Resurrection energy, Phoenix rising energy, Judgment card right here on the surface, crossed by the Empress. It's a reboot, especially focused around the sacral chakra, sacral chakra, depending on how you say it, where you're from. It's an emotional reboot. It's not like your life, you're going to be walking a new path, all of a sudden you're going to wake up and you over there, you were over there, then you're over there. It's how you view the world, how you view things, completely changing. I'm serious. It's like, it is walking a new path, but it's walking a new path with a new attitude. It really is, with the Four of Wands. It's an emotional path, all right? There's a lot of healing here. And the forward movement is massive with this. Okay, so there's it's one of those a little bit. There's life before the eclipse and life after the eclipse, but the eclipse needs some of the other energies around it to help energize it. All right, but this is beautiful. This is an amazing pre-shuffle just on the surface. I mean, if we just look at it for what it is, Judgment, Empress, and Four of Wands, it's fantastic. So what does that mean to somebody attached to you? Well, somebody's feelings for you are definitely rebooting, and their desire to walk a path with you would definitely be rebooting. Whether or not they get their shit together enough to do it, I don't know, but the opportunity is there for somebody to come forward. Okay? But I like to mention you guys a lot in the pre-shuffle as well. I think it's important you understand how the surface energy affects you, because you can manipulate that a little bit, you know, by your attitude towards it, you know. So, all right, let's see where we go. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a warning. Around this eclipse, you might get a little lippy and say some things you can't take back. All right, that might apply to somebody towards you as well. Be careful about that. All right, just keep that in mind. Venus is playing a little bit of a role in that too, and Mercury, but the eclipse isn't helping it. So let's shuffle the deck here. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Let's find out. Let's find out. Why the fuck are we here? The Chariot. Yeah, it's the card that represents the soulmate cycle for me. It's Cancerian energy. We're moving forward. Somebody else is too. I've got it's a very masculine energy. Usually the Emperor drives the Chariot, kind of a thing like that. But I got somebody coming towards you here. I got somebody with a lot of determination. For something. I can't tell what. I don't know. Oh. Well, getting what they want. Something they didn't have last time. Sort of in the sense of the eclipse with the emotional reboot, right? Somebody wants to take another crack at something that they didn't get last time. Their ego works to your advantage in this energy, in this new moon energy. I will tell you, purely because the ego isn't as afraid as it usually is to fail at something it already failed at. Okay? So it's not as afraid of getting hurt. So on the plus side, this actually is probably pretty accurate with the Chariot being a major arcana and this being something that's very desirable. I would say somebody is very determined to take another crack at you. All right? Now that can cut both ways. Somebody might be determined to take another crack at you to win an argument and have the last word. That can happen too. So, but it can also happen on the positive side with somebody who, you know, wants to try again. First, they ran the first time, they won't run the second time, sort of a thing. Or at least that's what they tell themselves anyway. Let's see where we go. Shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle universe with the influence of the new moon and partial solar eclipse in Aries. Let's see where we go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Chair. You're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord, but these energies, it's blending with several energies around it, and I'll pull on all of it, including Neptune changing signs, which I'll pull on Sunday. Or I'm planning to anyway. Sunday can sometimes go wrong for me, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Oh, man, you just can't get a bad card here. The overall energy is justice. I mean, somebody is... Yeah, you get some justice too. Yeah, you feel like a new you. Sure. Okay. It's happiness. It's balanced energy. But what's fueling this? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you do feel good. I will say your energy is reflecting off this. You feel good, but you also look good to somebody else. You look like a bit of justice to somebody else. I was going to say you look like somebody's Christmas present. Both of these characters are wearing red and green. I get kind of a Christmassy vibe, and I don't know why. If that means something to you, then that's fine. But I've never said that before off of ever. Not just, pre you two. At any time have I ever said that. Okay. All right, right here's the energy around your connection with whoever this is. Right here's 3D energies around them. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy message from the universe, red with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. You bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this one. Because I got justice as the overall energy, and I opened with a fucking empress somewhere in the pre-show, and judgment. Jesus. All right, what's your connection here? Yeah, and I got the most powerful card I could pull, the world and the energy of your connection. I mean, come on. I can't. What is going on? And there you are. Just looking good, feeling good. A whole new you. And a whole new somebody else, though, too. Wow. Anyway. Yeah, something, again, a whole new energy, a whole new era. Your connection is... Think of a snake shedding its skin and it comes out a shiny new snake. That's your connection. Okay? I mean, that's the easiest way I can describe it to you. It's amazing what's happening here. This is a very auspicious energy. It's very good. I would say the universe is optimistic. The energy seems optimistic. It's just not, that's not really what's happening. That's a little too much hocus pocus for my liking, but there is an energy of optimism in the air. There's an opportunity here. There's a chance, and a strong chance with all these major arcanas. I mean, think about it. We opened with the Empress and Judgment, and then we had the card before the cut, which was a Chariot. All of these are major arcana. And now we got overall energy of justice. That's a major arcana. And we got the most powerful card I could pull in your connection. I mean, it's a major arcana. Good Lord, I don't even know what this is going to be. Is this a major arcana? Okay, thank God. And here we go. What's going on in their life right now? Well, think about everything I just said, and it's 4 cups. They're bored. They hate their life. They don't like it. They don't like anything, don't want it, and they're speaking this. Blue, background, blue, throat chakra. They're speaking it. They don't like it. With all this power around your connection and a failure, and they've been afraid to maybe come back and try again because they don't want to hurt the ego, but now the ego doesn't care about. I can see why the ego doesn't care about being hurt. At this point, somebody feels like they got nothing to lose. Some energy is making them feel like they got nothing to lose. They might be getting lippy. They might be whatever. They're just not interested. Nothing in their life that usually makes them happy is doing a damn thing for them anymore. All right? All right. Jesus, that's a big drop in energy with all these major arcanas down to this little wimpy. Wow. Their soul is here. It bookends the world. 10 of Pentacles. Their heart and soul is kind of with this here. Okay, these are read together. But also, I will tell you, when 10 of Pentacles is in the soul, somebody feels like they want this kind of life. Somebody's soul is unfulfilled. How do I know that? Because this 5D energy flows to 3D. That's the direction of flow. So it goes to here. So in their life, nothing that usually makes them happy is. Then they come over here. There's this energy, this bright, new, shiny, new energy. Very auspicious, very nice, very wonderful. And they're feeling it. They're feeling it. They're feeling your connection. They're not feeling their life. Okay? Oh, wow. Okay. Cards are being literal today. Okay. Cool. Hidden energy, message from the universe. Red with the world. 9 of Swords. This is like a magnet in a nail factory. They're coming right at you. I mean, it's somebody's, it's really weird. This emotional reboot on the incoming energy side is acting like, normally this is an energy that likes to be the hero. Now they feel like you're their savior. Okay? Now they're kind of seeing it, feeling it the way I feel it when I pull the readings. And they usually shut it down with their ego. Okay. Wow, coming right to you. Well, a potential final outcome for you, it's red with the Four of Cups, which is interesting because in a lot of the zodiac fly-throughs, as I recall, may have even been the overview for April, you guys came out as a Four of Cups quite a bit. I'm not saying you are, they are this time. That's fine. But keep in mind as well, your energy's here. During this eclipse, you may also be a little bit bored with things in your life. And I said to you, you might get a little lippy. You might say some things you can't take back. Don't speak out of boredom. Okay? Don't speak out of anger. Try to always, as much as you can, speak from a point of neutrality. A nice neutral location, a nice lofty spot. Otherwise, you'll put your foot in your mouth a lot less, I'll tell you. All right. But they're not here to hear that. So, well, all bets are off. Final outcome for you. Interesting. Eight swords. It's sort of an opposites effect. I'm trying to just figure out how to explain it. It's kind of an opposites effect. See, here you are. You're doing fine. You're sitting there. You're the cure for their boredom. I'm not sure they're the cure for yours. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It's like, so in other words, they're bored with their life and they're reacting this way to it. So they're like, I'm rushing toward Steve's viewer. In your case, you're also kind of bored, but this person coming towards you may feel the wrath of this. Okay? So try to see the benefit here. Try to remember, I'm not saying this affects all of you, it probably doesn't, but it affects enough of you that it came out. This energy is coming towards you. I've got communication here in the message from the universe. I mean, I can't predict free will, some of them won't, but I will say, try to, when this person shows up, try to react to it in a way that you remember that this is something that you once very much wanted. It's a big deal. You can still have it, it's there. The Ten of Pentacles is still intact in the soul of this connection. I know that because it's the most powerful card here in the energy of the connection, and it bookends their soul energy. So at least on one side, it's completely intact, which means it can be had. All right? All right, let's clarify. That's very interesting. I like that. All right. Bottom of the deck, randomly, the witches, we're going to clarify with his temperance. The world, why is it here? Very interesting, very interesting. All right, let's see where we go. The world. That's a strong card to have in the energy of your connection. It really is. My snake analogy is perfect here. You know, sheds its skin, it's a brand new snake. And I'm not trying to call the connection a snake. I'm just using it as an example. I mean, it's just a shiny new energy. It feels really nice. There's a lot of communication here. There's blue. Not always great communication from this angle, but there's blue here. Somebody wants to talk about it. I mean, there's just a lot of communication. Even these swords are blue. You know, so you don't want to speak from this perspective. Remember what I said about lofty perspective, neutrality, etc. All right, the world, give it to me. Yeah. I mean, your connection. What is this? This is a really strong connection. It's crossed by the Lovers. I mean, the new energy that we're going on to. In other words, we have before the eclipse and then after the eclipse. The new energy, the reboot energy of the eclipse, is creating a magnet effect. It really is. This used to be called the choice. The energy is becoming very attractive. The energy is bringing this connection together. And it's the right moment for one person in it. I'm not sure it's working or the timing is right for the other. I'm not sure, but I think you should rise above this on some level. And again, I don't think this affects all of you. What's on top? The Hierophant. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Anytime I pull on your connection. Major Arcana before the cut. First two cards of the pre-shuffle. Major Arcana right here. I mean, doesn't matter what this card is. The whole thing is Major Arcana. And it's Major Arcana. It's the High Priestess. I mean, and it's the High Priest. You guys are a divine couple. My question's been answered. You're a divine couple. Somebody's going to see it. One side is going to see it after the eclipse. The other side may not notice it. Maybe you're getting this reading so you know it. Whoever this is, it doesn't have to be a runner. It could be a family member you have a connection with. It could be a friend or whatever. It doesn't have to be about banging, right? The universe isn't a fucking porn flick. But at the end of the day here, you know, I mean, that's a great Steve Love Tarot t-shirt, isn't it? The universe isn't a fucking porn flick. Anyway, you're a divine couple here. You're drawn to each other. It also says that. Drawn to each other. This tells me how strong the magnetic pole is. So these energies are coming together. Sometimes it doesn't happen at the right time. I'm very curious why you're showing up as 8 swords. I don't think it applies to all of you, but maybe it does, but on varying levels. Okay? Some of you downright piss yourself when this person shows up. I can see the pee on the ground. Don't tell me you didn't. All right, here we go. Four cups. Let's go. Four cups. Why is it here? Come on. I can feel the boredom. I can. It's just. It's. No. All right. Why is it here? Yeah. The Ten of Cups. In part, it's here because someone, your person, this incoming energy, isn't living in their world. They're not there. They're on autopilot in their world, apathy kind of energy. And they're living in la la land. They're living in dreamland. This is what they're dreaming. This is the environmental energy. Also, it can mean as well that somebody here is putting out an illusion. The environmental energy around their life is that it's great. The reality is that it's not. All right? They live in the reality one way or another. It's becoming, with this eclipse, especially after it, it's going to be very, and this magnetic pole over here, it's going to be very hard to stay in La La Land. Okay? They're going to be living that. What's on top? Yeah. The King of Pentacles. Why is that here? The Star. Somebody's dream of what their life was supposed to be didn't play out. They like to pretend that it did, but it didn't. Okay? All of this stability and all of this whatever, where is it? You know, it's just what it is. It's what happens a lot to people in life. It does. It's why a lot of people go see therapists. You know, the TV and media and advertising paint a picture of what our lives and families are supposed to be, and then when they're not, our brains go, what the fuck happened? Right? Have some kind of fucking mental breakdown. It's all fucking bullshit. Everything is. The whole lot of it is, you know. The whole concept of what we see here in America as the American family was created by fucking media and advertising. It was never like that. Things were just as shitty back in Victorian times and Georgian times and all of that. It was just shitty without electricity, that's all, and internet. I mean, it was all the same. Somebody here, on whatever level you want to talk about, somebody here, it's not. They stopped believing that this was even possible. So there's a little bit of sadness here. There's a little bit of depression here on the backside of the eclipse as well. You know, there's a little bit of sadness and depression on the backside of it. And then there's this divine connection and this shiny new. It comes out shiny and new. I mean, and we've got the High Priest and the High Priestess on top of it with the Lover's card crossing it, and the soul is like, yeah, we could have had it there. So somebody thinks they could have had it with you. All right, it's a simple way to put it. All right? But they're definitely realizing that their whole life is not what it was supposed to be, not as advertised. Okay, why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Tell me about it. It is what it is. On varying levels, everybody goes through that on some level, you know. What's going on here? 10 of Pentacles. See where we go. Crossed by the Fool. Yeah, somebody again. You're the hope. It's usually somebody wants, this energy wants to be your hero usually. So they try to puff themselves up and come in. I'm not getting any of that here. In this energy, it's a complete flip. It's like a Freaky Friday thing. It's a complete flip. Now you're the savior. Somebody coming towards you, like you're running some kind of cult or something. I mean, what's on top? 5 of Swords. Why is that here? The Tower. Yeah, somebody's definitely feeling that their world has let them down, or they haven't been listening to this. Is kind of a moment where somebody realizes that they've been listening to their ego instead of their soul. I think it's a brief moment, but they thought they were listening to their soul. I think it's a brief moment that occurs after the eclipse. I don't think it's a lasting moment, but I think it's brief enough or lasting enough that they get it. That they totally, for one moment, they fucking get it. Oh, wasn't supposed to build a life of ego. I was supposed to build a life of soul, because the energy flows from 5D to 3D. Oh, I went backwards. Pretty much most of the world goes backwards. So it's not a big deal, but they're actually realizing it. All right. Knight of Swords. Tell me about it. I haven't seen an energy like this in a long time in the soul. I knew exactly what it was the moment that tower hit. All right, Knight of Swords. There's too much powerful energy around your soul connection for them not to see that the 10 of Cups is bullshit. The 10 of Cups that's crossing here. I mean, you know, it's too much. And now they're rushing in toward you. The universe says it's a flip. It's a flip. Now they're rushing in toward you, looking for you to save the day. Your connection. Well, in this new energy post-eclipse, the divinity of the connection really shines through. I mean, when I say it's a shiny new snake, it really is. I mean, the high priest and the high priestess. That's not just a divine couple. That's a divine couple that loses each other in their eyes. This is a very spiritual connection on some level. I mean, it's downright holy, for God's sake. All right, Knight of Swords. Let's talk about it. Let's talk to the universe. It's pretty much separate from the reading, but it is read with those, technically. All right. It is the communication aspect here. I'm not sure about you here with the 8 of Swords, though. That kind of... Yeah, I said it's downright holy, didn't I? Yeah, even the angels are involved, and they brought rainbows and little bunnies with them and shit. I mean, it's crossed by temperance. Somebody's come charging in your way, looking for some healing, right? Saying, I've been looking for love in all the wrong places. Hey, is this the right place? I'm pretty sure you are. Show me, right? I mean, it's a bit of that. I mean, I've got the high priest, the high priestess, the angel. What's on top? The devil. Oh, I love it. Again, just backing up what I said. Somebody here is rushing in. They want, again, normally they want to be your hero. They don't here. This devil is red with the Pope. This is angel energy. This is angel energy. The whole environmental energy cancels out this devil. Why is the devil here? The 4 of Cups. The devil lives. The devil is the 4 of Cups. It's over here. That's what this is saying. The devil is the 4 of Cups for this person. They're charging in because their life is the devil. They realize this backs up everything I've said, everything I said over here. They realize that it's a big lie. That they haven't been listening to their soul. They've been listening to their ego. They want to fix it. They want to heal it. This cancels this out, right? And like, I'm not taking it anymore. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm heading toward this connection. This really is a magnet in a nail factory. So why are you reacting this way? I get them. I've explained the other side. So what's going on with you here? 8 swords. Huh? Huh? I don't know. Let's see. What's going on? At least it's accurate. And there's some urine on the ground there. It really irritates me with TV and movie episodes when somebody's been kidnapped and they're tied up. And they're tied up for like the whole episode. They'd be covered in fucking urine. I can't go fucking 3 hours without needing to take a wicked piss. I mean, especially, and if you're tied up and nervous and you got tight ropes around you, oh, come on, right? Come on. Go ahead, soak them. Make it realistic. What the hell? It's all right. What's going on here? 8 of Swords. For God's sake. Then people won't know what to expect when they get kidnapped. They think they'll be making a mistake if they, let it fly. Well, yeah, it's pretty normal. That's fine. All right, here we go. 8 of Swords. Maybe I'm saying all that. I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. Maybe I'm saying all that because you don't know how to react to this, right? Maybe you never accounted for this in any of your playthroughs in your head. It's possible. The energy kind of feels that way. You're not sure how to react. Should I be happy? Should I be skeptical? Should I be sad? What the fuck's happening here? It's a bit of that. All right, let's see. It's fine. Whatever you do is fine. Just go with it. And these ropes will fall down and the blindfold will fall off and you'll be fine. All right? You'll see there's a toilet right back there. All right. Let's see where we go. 8 of Swords. It's crossed by the sun. Everything's fine. Okay? It's a lot of clarity. The sun provides a lot of warmth, a lot of clarity. All of that's coming at you. From somebody who it shouldn't be. It's very confusing. But it's not 7 of Cups confusing. I didn't get the 7 of Cups here. I got, what do? I don't know what to do, right? My only knowledge of being kidnapped was from TV shows. I don't know what to do. That always kind of goes okay. Usually in real life, it's probably not going to be the same. However you played out whatever was going to happen with this person in your head, in real life, it's not going to be the same. Just go with the energy. Flow with it. There is a lot of clarity coming your way, but that clarity is not what you expected. It's very clear that it's not what you expected. In fact, dare I say, the sun fueled by the 8 of Pentacles, you never even accounted for this. Okay? It's possible. There's a lot of powerful things happening right now that are all working together. Yeah, the eclipse, yes, there's the before it and after it, and the snake shedding skin, and the magnet and nail factory, and the two coming together, and yeah. But there's other shit. Venus and Mercury are playing a role here. We're going to talk about all that. It's piling on, okay? There's a lot piling on. There's a lot that's going to happen that you never accounted for. And it can't be taught, right? What's on top? The 10 of Cups. It's what you wanted, okay? Someone's transferring one dream that they had that's like, well, this ain't working out, over to you. But why is the 8 of Swords here? Why am I people in 8 swords and I get 10 cups on top of it? Because it's the stability you wanted, but it's not, something about what's happening isn't believable. It's not believable because it's fake, it isn't unbelievable because it's actually fake. It's because you never accounted for it. That's all. All right, why is the 10 cups? The Queen of Swords. Again, provides a lot of clarity. The clarity that's coming, you're getting what you wanted here. All right, what's the bridging energy? 2 soulmates coming together. Look, I can't make this stuff up. Okay, it's right there. You can see it. That's why I throw the cards. I don't need them. I could just have you stare at a blue felt table for fucking 20, 30 minutes. But at the end of the day, the cards hammer home my point. I mean, look at what I threw here when I said, what's the 2 soulmates? It's what you wanted. It's just not playing out the way you thought it would. Don't get an 8 swords when shit like that happens. Don't believe what you see on television. It's not how things play out. Don't believe what you see in the movies about romance or about being kidnapped. It doesn't matter. It's not how things go. It's not how it's going to play out. It's going to play out different for everybody. It always does. Take it into account. Right? Whether you're watching too many, I'm using kidnapping as an example just to be cheeky about the urine on the ground and the card here, but at the bottom line here, you could be watching rom-coms too much. And you think it's going to play out like that? It's not. That's why I get on people who make checklists and stuff. You can't do that. Life doesn't work that way. All right? We got 2 soulmates coming together. You're getting what you wanted. Take it as it comes. and you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Happy, in fact. Happy. All right? It's actually pretty cool. There's actually a very strong chance here. Now, also, this could play out that you get information about this person, and it's not what you expected, okay? Or your reaction isn't what you expected. It could play out that way, too. Although, I will say, with this shit happening, with the powerful major arcanas everywhere, I mean, some of you are downright supposed to be with this person. The universe is almost making a correction for a few of you, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. I don't control what comes in here. There's no name tags on the energy. You might be watching a reading for Ron or Rachel or whatever, but it doesn't mean that that's who the reading is about. And that's where people go wrong when they watch tarot reading. They get fixated on one person. The energy doesn't work that way. I call it a fickle old gal universe because she's a fickle old gal. She does whatever the fuck she wants. All right? It's just what it is. However, you've got a divine connection here that you either get some information about or shows up. It may not show up the way you thought it would. It may not play out the way you thought it would. And don't ever let anything like that rattle you. Stay neutral. View things from a lofty perspective. We got some wicked voodoo to pull because I got a devil that's gone away. I've got someone living a miserable life that didn't go the way it wanted, the way they thought it would. And I've got a divine couple that I need to pull on. So I've got my work cut out for me and an extended. And also, whatever this tower is in their soul may show up when I pull on the divine couple. So, we got a lot to do here. Bottom line, two soulmates coming together. Two of Cups. It's up to somebody's free will. I can't predict it. But either way, it feels pretty strong to me. There's a lot of cards here. There's a lot of energies here that aren't determined by free will so much. You know, in fact, we don't control it at all. It's justice. It's the major arcana overall, the world card and the energy of connection, the chariot before the cup, which actually represents this soulmate cycle because it's Cancerian themed, the pre-shuffle with the Empress and fucking judgment, God's source, the universe itself. I mean, come on. You know, this is as if we didn't already know you're divinely guided couple with all that major arcana. All right. Let's see where we go. What else you want to tell my people before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this universe? I was expecting an interesting reading. I was not expecting all this. This is wow. This is okay. All right, message for you. All right, what else you want to tell my people? 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. We always do it that way. We're consistent. It's consistency that matters. Doesn't matter how you do things with the pulling the card. Just be consistent. All right, teach the universe how to send you the information. It'll always send you the information that way. It's like training a bird or a dog. It's no different. All right, just be consistent. 3 cups, Page Swords, 3 cups. But I got distracted by the energy in between. I may need to pull an extra card here. Page of Cups, energy in between is the King of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune is the bottom card. You get a bonus card. I was distracted by the gap. All right, often am. You know, but anyway, Wheel of Fortune, crossing the 3 of Cups here. On another note, not this person, not this divinely guided thing. This is separate issue. You might be disappointed by how somebody feels about you. Okay, somebody else. Lots of people are going to be telling you how they feel about you. I think that's kind of a thing in April, where and we'll talk about this more in the Neptune reading on Sunday, where we're separating the dreams that can happen from the dreams that can't, the things we can do from the things we can't. We're getting real. It's these energies, all of these energies that are around right now are all about getting real. Okay? Let's get the delusional stuff off the table. All right? All of that. Anyway, somebody's going to share how they feel about something or about you. I don't know. I just feel like you thought it would be more. You thought it would be bigger. You thought it would make you feel better. You thought it would. Anyway, the bottom line is you're a little. We'll just say overall you're a little disappointed by it. You know, you thought you'd maybe dig it more or something. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely meaningless. At the end of the day, it does give you an opportunity to start over with somebody on a more realistic footing. Okay? So they're not going anywhere. It's not like you're disappointed when they tell you how they feel and then it ends. No, it starts a new beginning. It just starts it from a realistic point. Okay? I think this feels more like a friend to me. Okay? It does. It feels more like a friend. All right? So, I don't know. Take it as it resonates with you, I guess, like the kids like to say. That's your reading. If you want the extended, we got a divine couple to pull on here, and a devil, and a tower, and a 4 of cups, and a star that didn't work out. I mean, fuck me. Okay. If you want the epic extended, there should be a couple of links in the description. I want it. I'm going to see what's going on here. I hope this reading was helpful. All right. Good luck.